Goeiemiddag en dankie dat jy ingeskakel is in die beste keuse in jou streek net hier op Kurara FM 90.9. Ek is ook bewus dat jy van 91.2 luister. Ek sê vir jou weer goeiemiddag en welkom. En net voor die adbreak of voor ons na die winkels toe gegaan het ek vir jou vir Joe Black gespeel met Skepe van sy album self getitel Skepe wat in 2017 vrygestel is. Maar vir nou, die tyd is nou 12 minute oor 1 en ons doen gou 'n belangrike onderhoud met die mense van the Justice Booth.
Most definitely. And of course, right here on the Afternoon Delight, we do have our very own wonderful guest in studio. We do have Mr. Nigel Masalla. He is the Legal Advice Officer, and he is here going to be telling us more about the Justice Booth. Before we get into the nitty-gritties of everything, let's take this moment to welcome you to the show, to welcome you to Kurara FM. Please say hi to our wonderful listeners listening right now.
Good afternoon, Momo. Goeiemiddag, Empress Chiwe, and aheng to the listeners. I'm Nigel Masalla. I'm the Legal Advice Officer in the Justice Centre in Kathu. We've partnered with Training Portal, which is an institution there for skills development, offering learnerships and short courses. So I'm the Legal Advice Officer that's offering, legal services and legal support to the Kathu community.
Okay, thank you very much and welcome. Just to get into it, can you tell us more about the Justice Booth and the mission to provide free legal advice to community members?
Is it? So just to give you a bit of context.
Okay.
We have 13,000 law firms and about 54,000 lawyers right around the country. If you do the ratio, that's about 1,100 people to one attorney. And the drive really is for everybody to have an opportunity to have legal representation and have to have genuine access to justice. You know, the justice system is very intimidating.
True.
So we've partnered with Training Portal as PH attorneys to offer, legal services and support. So basically what the Justice Booth is, or the Justice Centre is in Kathu, is for the surrounding community and the community members in Kathu to be able to walk in, have consultations, everything for free, gratis, really just to get legal advice and to be able to consult with a legal professional with expert skills, just to give you direction as to where to go, how to go about it, and who to see in order to get access to justice.
That's beautiful. So how does the Justice Booth initiative align with the Training Portal's broader goals of empowering individuals through access to knowledge and skills?
Okay, so Training Portal offers learnerships and short courses free of charge. So what naturally they are trying to do is empower mainly the youth and the disabled and those marginalized communities. So they offer those short courses and learnerships. So we've partnered with them from a legal perspective.
Okay.
How can we look to empower the community both with legal literacy and legal opportunities, in accessing justice and being able to be educated on the court systems and how the court systems work, not necessarily only just litigation, but also just being informed and being literate on. So, for example, in this week, it's National Wills Week. Last week, we were running a sort of drive. We were on Core FM, if I may, where we also educated, the community on that side, just on what the importance is of wills. This week, we're running a Justice Week that ran from the 15th to today, where we were just doing anything from criminal law, civil law introductions, family law, everything, so that people just are more enlightened and more informed on what the law system is like and what it's about. So that's the drive in partnership with Training Portal. Education.
Absolutely important. And could you perhaps specify the legal services that will be offered throughout the Justice Booth and how will they benefit our community?
I am going to go on end about the legal services that are offered there. I could probably speak the whole day on exactly the type of expertise there are, but if I'm allowed just to ramble off at wild. So the services that are offered is naturally free legal advice, different spectrum of legal services or fields of law that we offer advice of: divorce disputes, child or spousal maintenance disputes, child custody disputes, child rights, contract disputes, business disputes, arrests and criminal offences, bail applications, traffic offences, motor vehicle accidents, debt collections, debt counselling, rental disputes, neighbour disputes, evictions, employment and workplace, dismissals, benefits, death and inheritance, insurance disputes, harassment and domestic violence, and then obviously whistleblowing in this day and age. So it's really just a large spectrum of services that are offered for people to be advised on.
Yeah, quite a handful, I must
Very,
say.
very true. So now, how do you actually see the Justice Booth fitting into the existing landscape of community support services within the province, the Northern Cape?
All right, so naturally, just for everyone. For me, for example, stepping into a radio station, that's intimidating. Stepping into a courtroom is not so intimidating because I know how it works, I know how it functions, I'm trained to be there.
Yeah.
So I can imagine for a layman on the street to walk into a courtroom or even to start taking the steps on the courthouse, that's a difficulty.
Yeah, true.
So how we see it fitting into the landscape in the Northern Cape, particularly the Kathu and surrounding areas, is to equip people to know how to go, where to go, and who to see. Make it less intimidating by being more informed and knowing exactly what their rights are, what the strategies they can be, and how to approach that in order to have access to justice. We really want to break down the walls of previously marginalized and rural communities so that the law and the justice system is just more easily accessible for them. And that's how we hope to fit in.
Interesting. And what role do you envision Kurara FM playing in promoting the Justice Booth initiative to its listeners?
Firstly, I must thank you obviously for this opportunity of having me. Those are one of the steps that we're hoping we can take in future to have more initiatives like this where we are able to, also advertise and market things like our Justice Week and our business forums for the listeners. So if we can have more of these on a regular scale, that would be great. What we are also hoping to do is to have more businesses involved so that they are able to also educate their staff and their employees, but also their customers and their consumers. If they know that there's this particular unit, such as the Access to Justice unit, and they were able to access that will really go leaps and bounds in informing and educating people.
All right. And how will the success of the Justice Booth be measured, and also touching on the long-term goals for this initiative?
Okay. So for us, success is simple.
Yeah.
We want people to have genuine access to justice. Now,
right.
that success can range from assisting one individual which has a problem with a labor dispute, or somebody who is struggling to get a protection order, or even knowing that there's such a thing as a protection order. It could go to helping an entire community on advising them on how they can leverage and access their rights to housing. So that can take many forms. But what we are really hoping to achieve is really to have community-wide support, education, and access to justice.
I think that we've touched on very important facts as well. I don't know if probably we've left something behind, and also how does one actually get in touch with you?
Okay. So I think firstly, just to give a bit of education here, is it's genuinely free. Now, I know when I say free, people either they don't believe it or there must be a catch, and that's what we've realized. We did a pop-up yesterday at Kathu Village Mall, and we realized people don't believe it, but it genuinely is. The only thing that it's going to cost you is your time. You need to walk into the training portal campus. The friendly staff there assist you to make a booking. They tap into their resources and the computer there. It's a matter of clicking buttons, entering information. You arrange a booking that is set out for 1 hour. If there needs to be more time set out, we can arrange further bookings. But like I say, it's your time. Going into training portal situated at 1 Main Street in Kathu. You walk in, make the booking, and then you have your consultation. You see me for 1 hour. You get to ask me all of the legal questions that you have. I give you the advice, really genuine, professional advice of the highest quality, and then off you go, and you are able to make better informed decisions on the route you want to take to empower yourself.
Are there any age restrictions?
So no age restrictions at this stage. Also, when we talk about free legal advice, unlike legal aid, which is also a great initiative to empower the community and advantages of the state in terms of the constitution, we don't have a means test. So you don't need to come in and say, look, I earn X amount or I don't earn X amount. It's for anyone and everyone. No age, no income or means test necessary. You come in. and you access the consultations. It's as simple as that.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Nigel. Thank you so very much for coming through and doing such a great job as well. And I think that the community at large will actually take on and not let this opportunity miss them at all through the Justice booth. Thank you so very much. Safe travels as well.
Thank you very, very much for having me.
It is.